This is the chapel of King's College, Cambridge. It's a Gothic masterpiece founded by King Henry VI over 500 years ago, and every Christmas it's home to the most famous carol service in the world. It took 5 kings and 4 master masons over a century to build this chapel. It's the climax of English medieval architecture, one of the last examples but also one of the greatest. It was completed by Henry VIII, who also set off the Reformation, which put an end to church building of this scale and grandeur.
The history of the choir is inextricably bound up with the history of the chapel. When King Henry founded the college in 1441, he made provision for a choir at the same time as he conceived this magnificent chapel.
The pious Henry VI, whose image recurs throughout the chapel, founded King's College, Cambridge, and also Eton School. He decreed that a choir of 16 boys and 6 men should sing daily at the chapel services. That tradition has continued almost unbroken from the 15th century until today.
The choir as we know it today consists of 16 choristers who since 1878 have been educated at the college school across the river. We have 4 altos, 4 tenors and 6 basses.
David, our aim is to score. Shoot.
And we also have 2 organ scholars whose job is to accompany the choir. The choristers come to us when they're roughly 8.5 years of age, and they have 5 years in the choir, and they spend about 3.5 to 4 years here in the stalls behind us singing the daily services.
If, say, your first solo which you ever do, it's quite nerve-wracking and there's quite a lot of pressure, but then when you do more, then it starts to get so much better.
The 2 sort of highlights of being in the choir is the singing and the travelling, and just the opportunity to get to sing such a wonderful building.
The original designer of the chapel was this man, Reginald Ely, the first master mason, the medieval equivalent to an architect. Among the greatest glories of the chapel is this complete set of 16th century stained glass, which bathes the pale stone of the building with brilliant colour. And the crowning touch is the magnificent fan-vaulted ceiling.
I have 2 favourites, and one of them is an arrangement by Mac Wilberg of Ding Dong Merry on High. I like the rhythm.
Everything about the chapel fits the mood of Christmas. Perhaps most of all, this altarpiece by Peter Paul Rubens, depicting the adoration of the Magi, bringing gifts of gold, frankincense and myrrh. The carol service at King's College was first held in 1918. Since then it has become a familiar part of Christmas throughout the world. Martin Gayford, Bloomberg News.